Welcome to our YouTube video. We're discussing the recent ruling by the U.S. District Judge over the abortion pill, mifepristone. This ruling has left many feeling uneasy as there is a requirement for in-person visits to obtain the drug, as well as limiting its use to the first 7 weeks of pregnancy instead of 10, compared to 2016. We've gathered all the facts you need to know about this controversial ruling. It all started when the anti-abortion group Alliance for Hippocratic Medicine, along with 4 other anti-abortion groups, filed a lawsuit against the FDA in November of 2020. The lawsuit argued that the FDA used an improper process when it approved mifepristone in 2000 and did not adequately consider the drug's safety when used by under 18s to terminate a pregnancy. On Friday, U.S. District Judge Matthew Kacsmaryk in Amarillo, Texas made the controversial decision to suspend the FDA's approval for the drug whilst the case was being heard. A day later, we heard a different ruling in regards to the same case by U.S. District Judge Thomas Rice in Spokane, Washington, ordering the FDA to maintain access to mifepristone with no new restrictions in 17 states and the District of Columbia. The Biden administration quickly asked the judge in that case to clarify his order in light of Kacsmaryk's. In the end, a panel of 3 Fifth Circuit judges issued their ruling, 2 of whom were appointed by Donald Trump and the other by George W. Bush. It was ruled that the government's arguments for an emergency stay of the ruling focused on the potential harm of pulling mifepristone from the market entirely and were difficult to argue as the nation operated and mifepristone was administered to millions of women without them for 16 years. As a result of this ruling, anyone who wants to obtain the drug must have an in-person visit instead of telehealth appointments, as well as the drug being limited to the first 7 weeks of pregnancy. Dozens of legal briefs have been filed in the 2 cases, with mainstream medical associations such as the American Medical Association and American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, abortion rights groups and Democratic politicians supporting the drug's approval, and anti-abortion groups and Republican politicians opposing it. Some Democratic-led states have begun stockpiling the drug since Kacsmaryk's ruling. Abortion has emerged as a potent political issue in the U.S. since the Supreme Court overturned its landmark 1973 Roe v. Wade ruling recognizing a constitutional right to abortion, leaving the issue for states to decide. Polls show that support for abortion rights helped Democrats outperform in November's midterm elections, while an anti-abortion amendment to the Kansas state constitution failed in August, and Wisconsin voters last week flipped the state's Supreme Court to a liberal majority after a campaign that featured abortion. So that's the latest on mifepristone and its availability in the U.S. We will keep you posted on any updates available. Thanks for watching.